Hello, Leos. Welcome to your love readings for July. This is for singles, couples, crushes. It's complicated. Anything to do with love. These are the energies for Leo for July. I want to take a minute to say thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed. And please subscribe if you do like it. Share with others. And be sure and watch the love reading for that significant other for you to maybe get some more insight into what's going on with the energies for the month of July. The Milk and Honey card is really a beautiful card of getting your heart's desire, of getting what you want. It's a really good indicator that love is on the way. If you're in love, that things could be stepping up. If you're in it's complicated relationships, things may start becoming a little less complicated and a little more clear for you and start going in the way that you want it to go. I pulled 2 Lenormand cards. If you're not familiar with them, you read them generally in pairs. So I pulled a pair to see what the message was, and you got the Moon card and the Stork card. The Moon card is about relationships, romantic relationships, so that's a great omen. That Stork card, it can be about pregnancy, literally about having a baby, so that is something that could be coming. I think that it's more about having a more permanent relationship, a more committed relationship, but it's also, the Stork card is also messy change. And what that might mean is, I feel like if you're in it's complicated type of relationship, or a relationship that's been going through some tough times, you may really need to go through that to step it up to the next level. But with the Milk and Honey card, I feel like you're going to get what your heart desires. It just might not be easy, might not be a simple path. If you are single, I would say with the Moon card and the Messy Change Stork card that, you may meet someone through happenstance or synchronicities or just something strange happening. So be on the lookout, singles, for someone that you meet in an unusual circumstance or situation. That may very well come to fruition with these cards. I pulled some tarot. You got the 3 of Swords. That is a card of heartache. And it's also a card of a third-party relationship. So those of you that are in a third-party relationship, I think that this reading in particular pertains to you. And those of you who've been really heartbroken or really pining for someone, just devastated over an old relationship, I think that this also applies to you, so that you know that change is coming and things are going to get better. The rest of the cards are very positive for a relationship reading. You got the Queen of Cups. That is someone who follows their heart, who gets their heart's desire. Very loving, nurturing person. The 10 of Cups, which is complete emotional fulfillment, and in a relationship read, it's really getting everything you want out of a loving relationship. It's completion. Really, it's feeling like you've really made it, you've gotten to where you want to go. So that, coupled with the Queen of Cups, is that your next relationship, or the one that you're in, or the one that you want, very well may result in some good loving feelings. And if you've been hurt, I believe that these cards indicate that that hurt is going away, that you'll have something to replace that hurt, or you'll get over that hurt some way and move on from it. The 4 of Swords is a contemplative energy, and that with that 3 of Swords, I love that you went from the 3 to the 4 of Swords, so you're moving on in the first place. The numbers are changing and moving up, so you're moving on. The 4 of Swords says you might be taking things a little bit slowly. You might be really thinking about things before you do them, but I feel like you're going to have such good feelings about something that you need to follow your heart in this circumstance and situation about your relationship. And then the beautiful Ace of Cups. When you're doing a relationship read, the Ace of Cups is something you always want to see. That and the Lover's card. is just a new beginning of something that's really emotionally satisfying. So what that means is, if you guys are in a relationship that you're having some difficulties, some hard times, you're feeling that Three of Swords energy, maybe it's been very difficult. You may either leave that relationship behind so that you can pursue this new relationship that's coming in. Or with the Stork and the Moon, it might be a little complicated. It might be a little stressful. Things might be said that hurt your feelings. But ultimately, your heart will heal after a little bit of time. You might have to go within. You might be a little meditative. And what's going to emerge is what's going to feel like a new beginning. Or, honestly, for some of you, and I'm going to say whatever your intuition is pulling you towards right now, as I say this, if you feel like you're ready to give up on a relationship because it's so hurtful, you may do so this month. And in doing so, I believe you're going to move into that relationship that you want. And that messy romantic change is going to be, okay, I've got to let this go to move on to that, to get that new beginning. Because this relationship read has more positive, loving energy than it does negative. Although that may mean that you need to let something go so you can move into that. But that's up to you. I always tell people when I read their cards, what does it mean to you? What do you think of when I tell you this? When I say something, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Follow your own intuition. I really trust that we all have a very strong intuitive feel, and we all know what's best for us. And the bottom of that deck was the Ace of Swords, and that new beginning of the Ace of Cups coupled with the Ace of Swords means you're going to not only feel good about it emotionally, but you're going to feel good about it in your mind. You're going to have mental clarity. You're going to be able to express yourself. You're going to have a relationship that's going to be fulfilling in more ways than just the heart. So I really hope, Leos, that you guys get all you desire for this love month, for the month of July and beyond, probably. I say whenever you're watching this is probably when you're supposed to, regardless of the date. But what beautiful, loving energies and positive omens of a good relationship on the horizon, or moving up in the relationship you're in, moving into a relationship with someone that you want. All good news. Thank you so much for watching.